Hello. Okay, so YouTube's saying that we have a situation of a spaz out happening right now. That you guys might not be able to see what's going on because it might be spazzing out right now. But y'all let me know, because YouTube be saying one thing and sometimes like the reality is different. So y'all let me know if y'all can actually like see the footage and hear me. Because YouTube is over here like, no, you're not outputting enough bitrate or whatever. Which actually, I think even this is saying the same thing, my StreamYards. Yeah, skip frames 2 minutes ago, last 2 minutes. I think it's because I have new internet. And I have like the low income internet right now. I think I might have to like stop doing that so I can actually have proper internet. It's lagging. Jeez, Louis, it was lagging when we were doing the whatchamacallit before too. When we did the first look for Avatar, it was saying that it was lagging heavy. But I mean, it's not much I can do about it like right now, like this very second. So all right. You guys say it's okay. So let me say what's up to everybody though. Hello, Sofa Kingdom. What's up, Atomic Riptide, Cyber Duck, Frankie Thomas, Jason, Ninja Meg, Jenna Love, Juanu, Weapons Remorse, Theo Brown Music, Lauren at 210, Parker Rhodes. I think I got everybody so far. Ethan, what's going on? How are you doing? So today we're gonna talk about the news that happened this last. It was a very busy month for Avatar, I will say. I remember last month. Maybe we should have known something was going to happen, because last month we had pretty much nothing. And that was like the topic of discussion, is how like, why do we have nothing right now when, you know, Avatar Studios is doing their thing, Netflix is doing their thing. Why is there absolutely no news? But maybe it was because it was the calm before the storm, because we got like all the news this last month, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, the chat on my screen is always going to be a bit behind. That's always going to be the case no matter what. By the way, I got bit up last night. I don't know what I mean, it's summertime, so that's when all these little mosquitoes and insects come out, but I don't appreciate it, because in my households, I'm always the one who gets bit up first, and everybody else is second in my household. Yeah, it says skip frames detected 25% over the last 2 minutes a few seconds ago. Man, I got to figure out this internet situation, because I know I went on the low income internet, but I might have to just like, hey, I'm gonna spend the extra whatever, you know. Hey, Ken Fam, thank you for being a member for 20 months. Everybody in the chat, let's show some love to Ken Fam. Show some hearts, some heart emojis. If you have the Antoine hearts, that would be the best. But if you don't, if you're not a member on the channel, you can go ahead and just give him some regular hearts. Let's give some hearts in the chat for Ken. Thank you for being a member for 20 months on the stream. Look at you. You have that old Antoine logo now. Also, you have a few other Avatar Antoines in here, I see. Theo Brown has ascended to the top level of memberships on this channel. Theo Brown, thank you for the continued support. Yeah, you know what? I might legit do that. I'm going to call my internet and be like, hey, take me off the low income thing. Give me like the fastest internet possible, please. I will pay for it. And I think I'm going to do that. Remind me to call Spectrum to upgrade my internet in 2 hours. I don't think we're going to be going more than 2 hours today, so I think that's a good time to do that. All righty then. All right, so let's talk about the news. Let's go over to our desktop feature. All right, so some of you, or a lot of you, were part of the stream that we had a week and a half ago, about the first look that we had here. So, of course, Avatar News reported on it on June 3rd that we were going to have a first look on June 17th about Netflix to Dome. That's where we saw the official images and all that kind of stuff, which, from what I have noticed, was definitely a mixed bag reaction, where, you know, you have people who were like super into it, some people who, you know, weren't super happy about it, and then others who were like, yeah, this is completely fine. But I should say the first official image that we got was actually from the gentleman who played. You know what I should do? Hold on, let me hide my bookmarks tab, even though you guys are already seeing it anyway. So too late, Antoine. It's on the internet. But let me. How do I get rid of the bookmarks? I forget. I think it's like view. Oh, there you go. Boom. Plus, we get like a cleaner view anyway. So like the actor who plays Roku, these are his lips and these are his beard. What do you guys think? I mean, this looks like I'm gonna be honest, to me, it looks like the cheesy kung fu kind of beard going on. But of course, you can't really say what you think about this when you don't see it in live action or anything like that. But but yeah, that's as much as I can say about the first look at Avatar Roku as played by C.S. Lee. But I think it is cool that they're actually going to have Roku in this, because as we know, in the original movie theatrical release, there was no Roku. It was just the dragon, which was like an odd choice. I don't know why they would choose to do that. Also, we had wow, the beard lips as our first look of Roku. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna build an avatar in Minecraft and mod the elements in for like the ultimate map. Oh, cool. Also, what's going on, Parker Rose? How you doing? Pink hearts if you know, you know. Oh yeah, Atomic. Yeah, pink hearts if you know, you know. Discord members knows what's up. We also got a preview chapter for the Yangchen novel. Oh, the second book that's coming out. I'm personally not really looking forward to it. It is coming out this month, or next month, because we're at the end of June right now. Obviously, I'm gonna read it, just give it a chance, but I'm not looking forward to it in the same way that I was looking forward to the Kyoshi book from 2 years ago when we had the Rise of Kyoshi. I freaking adored that book, and I really anticipated the second book, and I really liked the second book as well. Yangchen, not so much. I haven't been super into Yangchen to be completely honest. But yeah, you can read the first chapter of the next book, which seems to be somewhat interesting. It still could be a good experience, still could be a good book, but I just personally am not experienced. Is anyone in the chat right now, or is anyone else anticipating the next Yangchen book? Are you into the first Yangchen book? Did you even read it? Let me know in the chat. LOL, wow, the beard and lips as our first look of Roku. Yeah, I have no words about that. Yeah, you have no words about the Roku beard, and what that is. I mean, that makes sense, man. It's just some beard and some lips. But I mean, the one thing I can say is that it's nice to have him in the actual. Wait, can you guys actually hear me? Oh yeah, no, you totally can. It's good to see that he's actually in the movie. Or in the TV show, because he wasn't in the movie for some really weird reason. I don't know why M. Night said, "Nah, we don't need Avatar Roku in this." Nah, he's extra. We don't need him. It's like, what? He's pretty vital. It's pretty vital. Lauren 210 is super excited for the book, so I am guessing that she enjoyed it very much. The first book. It's so sad so many people don't like Yangchen. Oh, chords. Oh, so is my opinion not? I didn't even realize that my opinion was that common. I thought, from what I've seen so far, from people who have read the book, they do like the Yangchen book. It's just me who wasn't as into it. Although, let me check. If I look on Amazon, let's look at what the Yangchen book in comparison to like the Kyoshi book, right? Like, how well is it doing? Or like the review wise. Okay, so we have the first book, The Rise of Kyoshi, that has 8,000 reviews. And then it dropped down to 6,000, which I don't know if you guys are very familiar with like books and like the sequels in books, but going from 8,000 to 6,000 is actually really good. Most books go to like half that rate. So you'll go from like, typically you'll see something like 8,000, and then the second book will be like 4,000 reviews. The fact that they retain that many readers, and readers who obviously enjoyed the book very much, right? Because they're 5 stars. But then yeah, you see a big drop off with the Yangchen book, where it goes down to 1,200 reviews. Granted, hey, everybody, hearts in the chat for Maid Melker. Is that how you say your name? Maid Melker. Oops, hold on. Okay, that's okay. Hearts in the chat. If you've got the Antoine hearts, do them. If not, hit them up with whatever hearts you do have available to you. Thank you so much for joining on as a member of my channel. Hey, what's going on, Bruna? How are you doing? Oh, by the way, guys, Bruna was actually at the Tadum event, the Netflix Tadum event, where all the Avatar, The Last Airbender Netflix first look stuff happened. So if you want to ask about firsthand experience, actually, we might do a little interview with you later on, Bruna. As a matter of fact, when we actually get to that part of the stream where we recap all the stuff about the Tadum event, I actually think I want to interview you about your experience being there, because you were there live. Like, she was one of those many people we saw in the crowd who were like crying and stuff. She was probably crying for her favorite show as well. Hey, thank you for the membership once again. So there has been a drop off with the Yangchen book. So definitely the Kyoshi books were more preferred. Let me look on Goodreads though, because Goodreads has more critical reviews, I should say. Let me see what Yangchen's book review on. Yeah, so it's not too low, but relatively low. So we have 3.9 review on Goodreads versus like the Kyoshi books, which average 4.4 and 4.3. So yeah, there definitely was a drop off in terms of people's enjoyment of the Yangchen book. So okay, I guess I'm not alone in that I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the Kyoshi book. But that's fine though, like I feel like sometimes when you say you're a fan of something, people assume you have to be a fan of everything and that you're a bad fan if you don't. Like, I think it's unrealistic to have those expectations, and I think sometimes we should be okay with just certain people not liking certain things. Oh, okay, so we also have someone else in the chat. RJ Lamar says he also, or they were not into Yangchen either. Yeah, hopefully the Yangchen book 2 is better than the first one. I agree. Like, and it's possible the second book could be more engaging, more fun. But yeah, personally for me, it wasn't for me. Have yet to read the Yangchen book, says Edward Vega, but with the way you speak of it, I'll probably skip it. Yeah, I don't personally recommend it. There are other Avatar fans out there who do recommend it. It's just me personally. Wasn't for me. I only like the second Kyoshi book, not the first. Oh, see, and there's and I actually would say I prefer the second Kyoshi book to the first book, though I do think I like each of those books for different reasons, so I don't actually really put one above the other. It's just that certain elements of each book I liked better than the other. It's a weird situation with the Kyoshi books in particular, but ultimately it's a positive experience for me for the Kyoshi books. Huanu says, I didn't read it, but I'm so interested in the previous Avatar, so I hope it's worth it. Sorry if I have any typos. English ain't my first language. You're good. You're completely fine. Aw, Jenna, I love your heart. Your hearts are very nice. Consistency. Yangchen's gotta be my least favorite Avatar we've got a story of so far. Yeah, I guess I would agree, because yeah, I prefer Roku's story. I prefer Huruk's story. I prefer Kyoshi's story. I prefer Aang's story. I prefer I was gonna say Katara. Korra's story. Yeah, I would say Yangchen is probably my least favorite Avatar as of now. Like, as of right now. Like, I definitely will say that. Oh, RJ Lamar, I like your hearts too. Your hearts are really nice. Sure, not staying today for a long time, but we can talk later. Okay, Bruno. Okay, so maybe I'll skip to the dumb stuff and then we'll interview you right now. Hopefully, Zito or even Roku get a novel next. Roku needs more attention since the RPG. I think Roku is in an okay space right now. Zito, I think, will be really awesome to see. But I think Roku's in an okay space. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Mind Milker, with the freaking 14. Oh, wait, actually, I'm not sure what that is. Zar. I don't know what currency Zar is. I'm excited for the new Genji Avatar series. Oh, well, unfortunately, Genji is a fan project. It's not an official project. A lot of fans have mistaken The Legend of Genji for being an official project, but it is not. But everybody, again, show the hearts and the dono heights. We haven't had a dono in a minute, and I don't know what ZAR is. Actually, what is that? What is ZAR? ZAR currency. What is ZAR currency? I don't even know what that is. Oh, South African. Oh my God, someone's watching me from South Africa. That's really cool. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. Thank you so much for the South African money currency that I'm not familiar with. I just found out about today. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It really is helpful. As you can see, my internet's really choppy right now. It's because I have like the cheap. I have come on some hard times, like financially, but that's mostly because a little bit of story time. It has nothing to do with Avatar. I'm trying to get there really quickly. Some of you guys know this, but I am an audiobook producer and engineer. And recently, I had a client who did not pay their fee, did not pay their invoice, and refused to pay their invoice. So I was out of quite a bit of money, like a month and a half worth of rent, worth of money. So recently, I've been cutting back on a lot of stuff. Like, I haven't been eating out at all for like the past few weeks. I haven't. I went down to like the financial, what am I trying to say, help on my internet and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, it's called South African Rand. Oh, okay, cool. That is what's up. Awesome. Thank you so much for the donation. But I am getting my money back right now. So like I do have savings and I use a lot of my savings, but it's bad to use your savings because if something else happens in your life, then you don't have your savings and stuff like that. So it's super. Again, thank you for the dono hype. Thank you again for the South African Rand. Thank you so much for that. It's really cool. So yeah, I am building up my funds again right now, to the point where I feel like I am comfortable now to boost my internet again. I'm going to try to go to the fastest internet I have possible with Spectrum instead of the cheapo one that I have right now. Cause yeah, it was so bad. I remember last week when I rewatched the stream with you guys when we did the Netflix event, man, the stream quality was terrible. What do you honestly think is the most popular avatar? Mine is honestly Kyoshi. Oh, I mean, me personally, what is my personal favorite avatar? The most relatable, I would say, is Korra for me. My straight up favorite? Probably Kyoshi. Yeah, I probably would say Kyoshi's probably like my favorite, but she's not like the most relatable to me. Korra is the most relatable for me. Dylan Schultz, what's going on? And welcome to the stream. I actually like the tattoos from the M. Night movie. It is a change that fits the medium. Yes, Dylan, I totally agree. Totally agree with you. Bro, I didn't know you was streaming Super Chat. Hey, yeah, Rachel, yeah, we be streaming. We stream at the end, the last Friday of every month. We've been doing kind of like a recap of like the last month of Avatar news, basically. So this way that I, engage with you guys. So we engage with like, all the stuff that's been going on. Which now we are going to move on to basically what we talked about like 2 weeks ago with the live stream. But we got our first look, which are the trailers and the images. We have someone in chat right now who is from Brazil and actually attended the event. So I actually do want to talk to them right now. Hey, what's good, Antoine in chat? What's going on, Ace Rippin? How you doing? Welcome. Glad to have you here. I know it's personal, but did you try small claims court? Yeah, I actually talked to one of my lawyer friends about it, and she said that she doesn't recommend it because the small claims that I would be going for, it would cost more in legal fees than it would be to even get that money. So she's like, just don't worry about it. Like, try your best to work with the client. But she ultimately told me, just don't do it. It's not worth it. You'll end up spending more money on the courts than you would getting the money back anyway. So I was like, all right, well, we'll take that loss. Scooney, Kaluni, what's going on? Eat a choco cake. What's a choco cake? That sounds really good though. Like, I feel like I should know what a choco cake is. That sounds familiar. That sounds very familiar to me. I found Kyoshi really boring as a character. I loved everything else, and I loved the Yangchen book way more. Yeah, like in terms of like Kyoshi as a personality type, like I liked her time period and her world and like all the characters like around her. Like, you guys already know that Jinju is like one of my favorite villains, and most people in the Avatar fandom have no idea who he even is. I love False Avatar Yoon and his storyline. I love Father Glowworm and everything that was going on with that. The stuff with the Fire Nation, I think, was interesting. Though I think it got a little bit too political at times, for my taste, because I'm not really like super into like political stuff. However, oh, by the way, it says that my connection is now excellent according to YouTube, so we're back on target, at least according to YouTube over here. What was I talking about a second ago? Oh yeah, but Kyoshi herself, like as a character, I wasn't like, yeah. I meant, who do you think is the most powerful? Oh, most powerful. Probably Kyoshi. Kyoshi has the most strongest feat in creating her own island. Like no one has a feat that matches that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that she would win in a fight. So when I say powerful, and that's funny because there's a debate going on right now about like Bumi and Toph. Like with Bumi being more powerful, but Toph being a better bender, like a better earthbender, which I think is a distinction that most people don't make. Being able to win a fight, an individual 1v1 fight, is different from being most powerful, because sometimes people automatically assume, hey, if you're the most powerful character, then you're going to be able to beat anybody you play against, or play against what you fight against, when that's not necessarily the case. Again, one of my favorite fight scenes from the Kyoshi novels, it's a fight between Kelsang and Jinju, and in that fight, it wasn't a fight about big power. Like I think at that point, Kelsang had made this big old tornado or whatever, a gust of wind, and all Jinju did was get a needle of an earth, like a piece of a needle of earth, and just boom, right through that big tornado, cut the dude right through the neck, made him bleed out. Like that stuff like that. I always enjoy fighters who are more about nuance and precision, more experience, and those big, powerful benders. So that's why I haven't really been a big fan of like, things like Dragon Ball Z, but I'm really into like Full Metal Alchemist, which is about like outsmarting your opponent, and such. So anyway, let's talk to Bruna. Are you still in the chat? Let me know if you're in the chat, because we were going to do an interview with you because you were live at the event, and I want to know your experience, and I want you to share your experience with everybody else here on the live stream about being at the Netflix live event, and seeing all the images. Also, like, what were people saying when you were there? Like, were people excited for like One Piece? Because I heard there was like a lot of excitement for One Piece. Were people actually talking about Avatar at the live event, or were people just really there for Chris Hemsworth or whatever it might be? So I'm gonna catch up to the chat until we get a response from Bruna, if Bruna is still in the chat with us. Funny enough, Aang might be my favorite, but Yangchen might be the one I relate to the most. Yeah, I haven't really had that relatability thing with Yangchen quite yet. The art is so fire. Wait, what art? What art are you? You mean the Yangchen art? Yeah, Korra is so relatable. I totally agree. Oh, bye, Rachel. I didn't know Rachel was leaving. Bye, Rachel. I'm sorry I didn't say bye to you. Yeah, Kyoshi was fine, but I feel like she had more to be done. Yeah, I feel like her series wasn't finished. Like, by the time we got done with book 2, I feel like there was a lot more that we could have gotten from that character. I kind of, she more like the memes. Kyoshi Daofei upbringing was a nice touch. Yeah, the Daofei backstory and that upbringing stuff was really cool. Also, what's up, Bossy? I don't think I said hello to you yet. Roku or Korra might be best benders. Oh, there we go. We have Bruna. Hey, I'm still here, but I have to go in like 5 minutes. All right, so really quick, Bruna, or anybody in the chat, if you want to ask questions to Bruna about how it was being at the live event, my question to you, Bruna, is that when you were there at the live event, did you hear a lot of chatter about Avatar: The Last Airbender? Like when you were in the crowds and you're like maybe talking to people, or you overheard other people talking, were people anticipating Avatar: The Last Airbender, or were they there for like different reasons? Because I saw that it seems like a lot of the audience that was there seemed to be like young teenagers, or like maybe young adults who were like, maybe ages 16 to like 22. And they seem to be most interested in like most of the Brazilian soap operas, the dramas that were up on stage, versus things like One Piece or Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the action stuff. That's my impression that I got, but I want to hear from you about like, what impression you got from being at the event live. Oh, okay, here we go. Bruna says, it was a little sad because the Avatar presentation was scheduled for Friday and the day I got tickets to, but they only announced the images on Saturday live. Oh, so you were only there on Friday. Well, did you get to see the actors? So the actors presented themselves and said hello to the population. Right, yeah, I remember that. Okay, so the thing that Bruna is referring to, which we have right here. Hold on, let me show you. What she's referring to is that they did do a pre-event, basically, prior, which is this right here. And basically, it was just the actors coming out and saying hello to people on stage, essentially. So, Bruna, you were here. You were at this thing. What are some key things they said? I think Kuruk is the most skilled avatar in combat. Possibly. I mean, we don't know for sure because he was just fighting a lot of spirits and we didn't really get, an idea of what he was doing like actively. We didn't get like a description of what his scenes were like, but I get that impression as well, that he's pretty much up there in terms of like combative benders. Like he should be up there. Oh, here you go. Bruna says there were people there for other stuff, all kinds of series, even The Witcher. Oh, okay. So it wasn't like Avatar dominant. It was definitely more diverse. So this is the video that's playing right behind me right now. This is the event that Bruna was able to go to. Bruna, did you actually get to see like, Gordon Cormier, who plays Aang, and Dallas Liu, who plays Zuko? Were you, by the way, actually, can we actually see you in this video? Like, are you in the background somewhere here? Were you up on the balcony or were you on the first floor when you saw them talking? I gotta go now, but we can talk more later. Oh no, Bruna, no, don't leave us. We want more information. But that's okay. We'll see you later, Bruna. Thank you for coming out and sharing some of your experience from the event. But generally speaking, like I was saying before, it was kind of like a mixed bag on people's reactions. A lot of people had comments about the costumes, and whether or not they liked them or not. I definitely still think that the costumes feel cheap, honestly. And honestly, watching the One Piece trailer in particular made me more worried about Avatar: The Last Airbender, because the One Piece stuff is pretty low budget. And I think maybe I just have to just like be okay with that. Like I have to just be okay with this possibly being just a low budget looking show. And if that's the case, that's fine. Like, here's the thing. I will accept that. I'll accept with it being low budget and low budget looking, so long as the performances are good. I really don't even care so much about the visual effects. The visual effects don't even have to be amazing either. Like, they have to be decent, obviously. But they have to like not be like, you know, complete trash. But they don't need to be mind blowing either. Like, they don't have to be photo real or anything like that. If the visual effects are decent, if the show's low budget, okay, I can take that. The one thing that will kill it for me is if the performances suck. If the performances suck, I can't do it. Hey, thanks again for the donation, my milker. Everybody, let's give some hearts again. 3 donations in a row on this chat. 3 donations in a row. Thank you so much. Peace out, Bruna. Bye. So yeah, how do you guys feel about the costumes? Like, so we have Aang, Gordon Cormier as Aang, Kia Wintio as Katara, which now that I've sat with the images a little bit more, I think I like her outfit actually a little bit more. The only issue again is that it feels, you know, very clean, not lived in. I've never had an issue with Sokka's armor. I know that some people had issues with his armor. I'm okay with his armor, honestly. And Zuko, I've always liked Zuko a lot. Like, oh, RJ, that's a good point. That's a good point too. The choreography has to be good too. Yeah. Here's the thing. I will take subpar costumes. I'll take subpar production value. So long as my number one priority is performance. If the performances are there, I'm okay. Like, if the performances don't feel like a cheap CW show and the acting is stellar, I'm there. God, with the hype train with the freaking donations today, guys. Thank you so much. 4 donations from Melker, and we got a new donation from Galaxy Saturn. Let's give hearts in the chat to Galaxy Saturn. Avatar, Last Airbender, and Legend of Korra are my 2 favorite series. That's the reason why I'm making my own series. Oh, Galaxy, tell us more. What kind of series are you making? You mean like you're creating your own like original work, or what do you mean? And also, thank you so much, Galaxy, for donating $10 to the channel. Really, it is very helpful. I'm not even kidding on that. It's really, really helpful. But yeah, I agree. Choreography has to be good, but that's like number 2. Number 2 for me. Performances are top. Choreography is like here. Visual effects, production value is like pretty like low for me. Considering it's one of the most expensive TV shows in regards to total cost per episode, it shouldn't feel cheap, but it's not a big issue, I feel. Still a bit disappointing. Well, that's the thing too, Bossy. Like, if it is supposed to be like, you know, the most expensive per episode budget, then from what I'm seeing here, like these costumes and stuff, they should be a little better. They should be a little bit better. Oh my God, the dono train keeps going. Ken Fam, thank you for the $5 donation. You guys are fucking way too kind, and I'm sorry for swearing. I try not to swear too much, but it happens. Oh my God, look at all the heart, look at all the love in the chat. Oh my God, I can't wait to see the North Pole. Yeah, North Pole I think should be pretty cool. I think the North Pole should be pretty fascinating. Arol John Milado says, I agree. I need a good performance. Specifically, I need to see the Sokka actor in interviews to see if he's capable of delivering comical lines, because that image seems too serious for me. Yeah, it's very funny that you mentioned that, because yes, in this and all these images, they look very serious. I mean, Katara looks a little bit more, you know, curious, but even her curiosity looks more serious in nature. Like the whole vibe does feel more serious. Of course, I mean, Aang, I think this is him defending against Zuko and the Fire Nation when they're coming in to, you know, to take him as prisoner. That's fine. He needs to look serious in that scenario. But oh my God, I'm trying to make an Avatar game. Oh, you're making an Avatar game? Oh, sick. Like that Elka Gaming guy who uses dreams to make his thing. Also, again, thank you again for the 14 Rand. Again, you said it was the South African Rand. Thank you so much again for the additional donation. Super appreciate it. But yeah, like they all look really serious, which is odd to me. I mean, it makes sense though, because this is a serious scene that they are depicting. You know, like they're trying to defend the South Pole, obviously. But the thing about it is that it makes sense. It makes sense for all of these. And in seeing Ian Osley, who is the guy who plays Sokka, this guy right here, if you look at him in interviews, I feel like he has the vibe. I think he has a Sokka vibe. Like from what I've seen in his interviews, he seems like he's got that goofy thing going on. I mean, obviously we can't know until we actually see, actual footage. But so far, I think he can do it. I think he can do it. Colin Samuel says, why couldn't they keep the tattoos from the movie? Those were good. I agree. I'm not a big fan of the big blotch blue. I have come around to it a little bit. Like I'm not as like repulsed by it the first time I saw it, but I still don't prefer it. I definitely prefer what they did in the movie for sure. Like for you guys who might not be aware, let me look at the let's do Avatar Aang movie about the difference in the tattoos that we're referring to. So in the original adaptation, the movie adaptation, the tattoo looked like this. Now the only thing I think the movie did wrong, and then they should have done better, is that the ink is too realistic. Like it's black ink. It should have been blue ink. Like, but I think that arrow is very subtle. It looks more grounded. I think it's a better arrow design. I just think the only thing they messed up on in the original is that it's not blue. It's not blue ink. It should have been blue ink. But I definitely prefer that design over, big blue blotch right there, I know Mid is popping off with the donations today. It's insane. Origin Stories is not going to go in what my series will be. I got to keep something secret. Oh, okay, Galaxy Saturn. I got you. My only worry is that the CGI is sometimes difficult to make look realistic good. Just like bad animation throws me off in anime, bad CGI makes a show almost unwatchable for me. I sort of agree, Ethan. Although maybe I don't agree, because I watched the Flash recently and people were talking about how terrible the Flash visual effects were. Which I don't agree. I don't agree that they were that bad. If Avatar is on the level of like the Flash visual effects, that's like my threshold right there. Like that's like A-okay for me. Mid again with the donations, guys. Okay, just everybody with the hearts, please. Everybody, please, with the hearts. Hearts for Mid. The Legend of Korra is very close to my heart. Same to me. The Legend of Korra is very close to my heart as well. It's just a very enjoyable show to me. Oh my lord, how will they adapt the cactus scene? Well, we don't have to worry about that yet because the cactus scene won't come until book 2. And book 1 does not depict the cactus scene. But yeah, I wonder how they are going to depict that. Because like low-key, the kids basically got drunk. Or actually not the kids, just Sokka. Sokka basically got drugged. And they totally went for it. I hope they make the fodder soldiers decent. Gang beats the fodder fighters too easily. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. I'm okay with fodder being fodder. I think they have their place in narratives. They might not adapt the cactus scene depending on the tone that they're going for. That's possible too, Ken. It is possible. I agree. They should have done a blend of the two arrows. Yeah, I think that would have been best. I think they should have gone with the foundational design of the original movie, which, with that subtlety of like, the arrow, and it's not like a blotch, but keep the ink blue. Because why not? Just make it blue. Yeah, or bluish, because the original movie was not blue at all. It was just straight up black. It was like black ink. Like have that kind of subtle, grounded design, but have the lines blue without overly filling the entire arrow full on blue. Yeah, I agree, Lauren. We're completely in the same boat. We're in the same boat in terms of our opinions of what the design should look. Mid. Oh my god. God, you're donating too much now. Like too much generosity. Too much. All right, more hearts though. You deserve more hearts though. Thank you so much. Yeah, the arrow in this live action show looks good. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of fans who are okay with the arrow in the live action show. I'm not one of them, but yes, I've seen many people who are okay with the arrow in the live action version. The effects in the movie honestly weren't that bad, except for the waterbending spilling all the water everywhere. Yeah, I don't remember the visual effects being too terrible in the original. I mean, that one tidal wave that Aang makes at the end of the movie was freaking amazing. No, Toph is confirmed not to be in season 1. No season 1 for Toph. Season 2 though, she'll be there if they do make a season 2. This one has to do well for them to do that. We need an earthbending redemption. That movie Earthbending was not doing it for me. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have anything like that bad. I doubt we're gonna have anything like that bad. Completely doubt that. I would like to see the cactus scene to give a little hint to the lots of jokes that you hear on the show. I wouldn't mind seeing the cactus scene depicted in book 2 if they do it. Oh, Galaxy Saturn, thank you for the $2 donation. Legend of Korra, the tone that my series. Oh, your series is gonna have the same tone as Legend of Korra. Then I probably will vibe with your series because Legend of Korra is like pretty awesome to me. The donation train keeps going. I don't even know what that is. What is HUF? I don't even know what HUF is. Thank you so much, Paz Raphael. I'm gonna look that up. What is HUF currency? HUF currency. Hungarian. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the 400 Hungarian. I don't know what the F stands for, but thank you so much. I'm going to do my map in the Lowe's Bones trailer resource pack and the mods he used to make Minecraft look like the trailer so that the avatar map looks anime. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Parker. Oh, see you later, Dylan. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. So yeah, those are basically my thoughts on, the costumes and you guys' thoughts as well. We also got a little trailer as well last month, which I thought was kind of like a little bit of a nothing burger. I was kind of disappointed that we didn't get because, okay, for those of you guys who were around in 2010, the teaser that we got for the movie was way better than the teaser that we got for the Netflix show. So when we got the original movie, the trailer was, I think we came from the outside of a tempo. No, I think it fades in. Why am I talking about? I can actually just show you guys the teaser that I'm talking about. I think it's much better than what we got. So let's go to hold on, let's go movie teaser Airbender. Okay, so where's the first teaser trailer for, is this it? No, that's like the first actual trailer. I'm looking for the teaser. Oh, here it is. Here it is right here. This was fire, guys. Like, back in the day when this first came out, I cannot tell you how hype the fandom was. The fandom was nuts for this. Hold on, matter of fact, let me pause the music real quick so we can actually hear it. The fandom went nuts for this, guys. It might be a little bit choppy. I'm sorry for the quality. But look at that. You fade out. You have this nice voiceover. You have him doing his martial arts. And that was a big thing about this actor is that he actually knew martial arts better in the original movie. I think the original movie logo was better than the current logo that we have now. Now, take that. Take what we just saw there, the epicness of that, and then you see what we have here. Which I'm not gonna say the font's bad for the Netflix show. It's not a bad font. It's not a bad font. It's not as epic as the original font, though. So far, I think the movie's teaser was way more hype-inducing than the teaser that we got for the Netflix show. Personally, maybe you guys disagree, and I want to hear from you guys here in the chat. Hey, what's up? I expect that to be really good. Noah Ringer did look so much like Aang. He did. I think Noah Ringer was fine. Sure, he wasn't Asian or whatever, but he looked like Aang, and that was enough for me personally. It's crazy how that scene wasn't even the movie. Yeah, that scene wasn't even the movie. It was so epic, and it wasn't. But I mean, again, that's what a teaser trailer is supposed to do. Sometimes teaser trailers don't even depict what's actually in the movie. And I think they did a really good job with the original movie teaser trailer. Did a really good job. Everything else about the movie, trash. But the teaser trailer, good. I'm really excited for Paul Sung-hyung Lee's portrayal of Iroh. Me too. I loved him in Kim's Convenience. Oh yeah, you also saw Kim's Convenience. Yeah, loved him in Kim's Convenience. My fan cast for Zuko though is Brendan. So me too, Brendan Suhu, but he's a little bit too old. He's just a little too old now. But I agree, man. I was campaigning for Brendan Suhu to play Zuko. Even his voice. I don't know if you've heard his voice before in real life, but his voice sounds just like Dante Bosco. If only they had started the production for this maybe 10 years ago, he would have been the perfect Zuko, I think. The perfect Zuko. Maybe they can have him in something else. Maybe they can have him play General Iroh II in a Korra live action or something. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Ooh, thank you again for the donation, the $2 donation, Galaxy Storm. My series is called War of Dimension. That's actually a pretty solid name. Sorry, hearts in the chat for the donation, guys. Man, the hype train for the donations has been insane today, guys. Thank you so much. I can't believe how long I have to wait for it. It wrapped filming a year ago. Yeah, dude, I don't know what Netflix is doing, man. I don't know why it's taking them so long to come out with this. I mean, they say it's because they're taking time for the visual effects. I hope that's the case. I hope they're not just trying to save face because they might have a product that they aren't, proud of or happy with. But I don't know. But yeah, I can't believe we have so much to wait for it. I like the score. Oh yeah, the music for the original Airbender adaptation, the movie, was really good too. Like, you can't deny that. Like, the music was really, really good. I refuse to acknowledge it exists. Hey, what's going on? How do you say your name? Ciclo4189. Welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. Oh, the owl. Yeah, no, Wan Shi Tong is actually confirmed to be in the Netflix show, even though he shouldn't show up until book 2 when they get to the library. However, if we remember in the library episode, Commander Zhao did go to the library to find out a way to destroy the Northern Water Tribe, and that's how he figured out about the Moon Spirit and how to destroy the Moon Spirit so that they wouldn't have any power anymore, so the water bending would all be gone. They might actually show that scene in the show now, so we might actually see Commander Zhao going to the library. We actually might see him in the desert going to the library, finding out that information, and then we see Washington like being angry with him, being like, "What? You just came here just so you can learn how to, war against other people instead of just getting knowledge?" Because that's the whole thing for that. Also, this show has been in production for 5 years. We should have gotten more. You mean like more from like the teaser? Yeah, I agree if that's what you're talking about. Just cast Dante Vasco as Zuko. He is way too old to be playing Zuko now. He is way too old at this point. Cyclo. Oh, Cyclo is the way you pronounce it. Got you. Understood. Cyclo. All right, cool. So let's move on to the next story that we had this month, which I think is the video game, right? Unless there's something else that I might be forgetting. But oof, guys, this video game that we're getting. Oof. Major oof. Let's see. Oh, no. We have something else to talk about, guys. The freaking the episode titles. Let's talk about these episode titles. So we officially got our look at what the titles of the Netflix adaptation is going to be. And we have the official order. This is the exact order that each of them is going to be in. And let's talk about it right now. Let's talk about like which episodes we think this is going to be, what we think is going to be skipped. I want to hear from you guys in the chat, obviously. That is good. I hope that they fix Zhao. Yeah, definitely. I think that will help to expand Zhao if we actually see him in the library talking to Wan Shi Tong and all that kind of stuff. That'd be really great. Oh, did someone just subscribe? Hey, thank you, Capri Kid. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. For some, an intelligent being, the owl is really dumb. He can't even recognize the difference between good and evil. Well, you could say that he's very specific in his intellect, like he's very book smart, but maybe he's not very street smart, right? So he's very good at like information and gathering information, reciting information, but he's not as good as like understanding the human heart, as it were. My webcomic is called Weapons Remorse, aka my name here, LOL, and in some way it's inspired by The Last Airbender. Awesome. Do you think they're going to get rid of the Cabbage Man? No, they actually have confirmed. The Cabbage Man has been confirmed as the guy who actually voiced the Cabbage Man is playing the Cabbage Man. Like the voice actor is playing the live action version of the Cabbage Man, and he is confirmed to be in the show. Confession from Aral says, confession, saw the movie first before the show, mainly because I didn't grow up with cable. I thought the concept was good, and I found the show online. Learned pretty quickly the movie did not do it justice. Oh, God. But that's the thing that I was talking about. I think that the movie exposed Airbender to a lot more people. Like I said in a previous video, my dad has only ever seen the movie. He has not watched the cartoon. And I think the same thing is going to happen for people on Netflix. I think Netflix people are going to be like, oh, cool, I'll watch the show since it's live action. And I hope what they'll do is that they'll go back and watch the original show as well. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm pretty confident that that's what's going to happen. How do you get these avatar stickers? Do you have to be a member? Because I can't join as a member from here in Jamaica. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Flashbear. Yeah, the special emojis, the special avatar emojis are only set for people who are members on the channel, unfortunately. Which, by the way, I need to actually add more emojis. I need more like avatar emojis on the channel. I don't know. Amashu was pretty quick, and the Netflix episodes are probably going to be pretty long. Yeah, that's kind of weird that they have a whole episode dedicated to Amashu. And I have thoughts about that. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the episode titles now. All right, so episode 1, The Last Airbender. I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to get the first 3 episodes of the original series bundled into one episode. So we're gonna get the Boy in the Iceberg, the Avatar Returns, and the Southern Air Temple, which I completely agree with. I think those are the best first 3 episodes to do for the first episode of the live action. I don't know if anyone else has any other thoughts besides that. Do you think they're going to be doing anything else besides the first 3 episodes? But I think it's pretty much going to be the first 3 episodes of the original show is going to be the first episode of the live action. Is there only going to be 8 episodes in season 1? Correct. It's actually going to be the same exact runtime as the original show, as these 8 episodes will be 1 hour long, and the original series was 20 episodes of 22-minute episodes. So if you take that amount of time and the amount of time that it's going to be for 8 hours of showtime, it's actually going to be the same amount of time. Yeah, the movie introduced me to Avatar: The Last Airbender. I knew it was awful, so I decided to watch the OG show instead. And then you watch the OG show, and then you realize how awesome it was. Avatar had a boost of popularity in 2020. Yeah, when it came back to Netflix, it had a huge, huge boost in popularity, for sure. If they put spirits in the show, I hope they don't make them into uncatchable Pokemon, like in Legend of Korra. What? Uncatchable Pokemon? I've never heard that comparison before. That's a new one to me. In typical Netflix fashion, they're making the episodes movie size. Yeah, they're going to make each episode movie size. But yeah, I pretty much think for sure the first episode is going to be the first 3 episodes. Warriors, obviously, is going to be the Kyoshi Warriors episode. However, I don't think the whole episode is going to be about the Kyoshi Warriors. I think they're going to add in something else onto it. I just don't know what else they're going to add into it. Or maybe because we're going to get the expanded version of the Kyoshi Warriors. Like, we do know that Avatar Kyoshi is actually going to be in the show. I think this is going to be the first time we're going to see her in some capacity. And maybe because of that expansion, that's where the 1 hour of television is going to come from. But I don't know what else they would add to the Warriors of Kyoshi episode besides the Warriors of Kyoshi, because that's a pretty self-contained episode. Unless maybe we have some more expansion on, like, Zuko, maybe, or something like that. I'm not sure. Mask is what I'm looking forward to and excited for. Yeah, that one I think is going to for sure be The Storm and Blue Spirit. I think that's what those two are going to be, for sure. I want to see the live action version when Aang was fighting the volcano to save the village, and when he and Katara molded the cloud into a skull. That should look sweet in real life. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be one of the episodes that are going to be cut. The episode that you're describing is the one called The Fortune Teller, where where Aang basically defeats a volcano. Unfortunately, there has been no casting announcements for The Fortune Teller. So I believe that's going to be a cut episode. And that scene is likely going to be cut as well, unfortunately. Unless they change it so they're maybe that when they do go to Roku for the first time, when they go to Roku's temple, maybe you could have some sort of situation where Aang can stop a burning volcano in that sense. If you want to keep it, then that would be the first. And I think that's going to happen in episode 5, Spirited Away. I think Spirited Away is obviously going to be the Avatar Roku episode, when we learn about, everything that's going to be happening with Sozin's Comet and, the Avatar State and stuff like that. I think episode 5 is where we're going to get all of that happening. So true about the film exposing The Last Airbender to a new audience. I got into the series because Nicktoons had a whole summer marathon because of the film, and I would watch it with my siblings. See? Just like that. I think a lot of the diehard fans are like, why do we need a live action adaptation on Netflix? And really, I don't think, it is somewhat for us. I think it's somewhat for like the diehard fans, but it's really for new people, honestly. Like, I think it's really for people who have not seen the show, as much as it is for people who have also seen this show already. Netflix originals have famously bad endings. It is even possible we will be left on a cliffhanger at the Siege of the North. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're actually going to have an ending for this, especially because it's based on something that has already been established. I think they're definitely going to end it with the Siege of the North, with Aang making Koizilla and defeating the Fire Nation. I think all that's going to still be there. Seasons should be a little mini show and be wrapped before the new season. Huh? I don't know what that. What do you mean, Scooney? I don't know what you mean. The only thing I could think of that would fit the Warriors theme is Jet and his Freedom Fighters, but not sure how that would work. Yeah, I don't know how that would work either. I think the Jet episode is going to be somewhere in the Into the Dark, maybe episode 4, because it is kind of a dark theme if you think about it. Like, the Jet stuff it does get pretty dark. And I can see it happening there. Maybe the water bending scroll with the pirates could be in there as well. In episode 4, Omashu is the one that's really weird to me because Omashu should not be able to fill up an entire hour. Maybe they combine Omashu with Imprisoned, where we saw with the Earthbenders who were in prison, and Haru and his father were there. That's what I think Omashu might be. Omashu might be an expansion. Would make sense. Spirited Away is the Ghibli crossover episode. yeah, exactly. Sorry, not Ghibli. Yeah, possibly. And my mom said spirits. She wants to see the high bay spirits in the series. That is possible. That still could happen because the Heibai episode would probably be in episode 5, Spirited Away, and I think that's probably going to remain. I think that's going to be in there. Yeah, and Jet was cast, so they're definitely keeping that story. So I think most likely we're either going to see the Jet portions of the episode in episode 3 or episode 4. I think he's either going to be in Omashu or Into the Dark. One of those two. Ooh, Dacia was like, I watched the show while it was airing on Nick. Okay, fancy smancy. But that's a critical point in the series. That's when Katara and Sokka truly realized just how powerful Aang was after they saw him defeat the volcano on his own with just one element. I don't know if I agree with it being a pivotal point in the series. I think it's a cool moment. I don't think it's like, for me, the pivotal points of the story is Aang seeing that, he's the last airbender and that all of his friends are dead, including Gyatso. Aang and the Roku stuff. And then the stuff that happens at the north. I think those are the most important stuff. Oh, maybe like the storm and the backstory with that. But I don't think the volcano is one of the most vital parts of Avatar, personally. There's plenty of other times that they can see how powerful Aang is. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. There's plenty of opportunities to show off Aang being this powerful bender. I hope that Appa looks amazing in the show because I don't know what that was in the movie, with how he was in the movie. That shall not be named, and Momo was not even there. Yeah, I think they confirmed that Momo is going to be in the show. And I don't know. I don't have really high expectations for how they're going to look. I feel like no matter what you do with a live action Appa and Momo, they're not going to look great. And I'm kind of like going to accept that they're not going to look great. I personally don't have a high expectations for how they're going to look in the show. Personally, I personally do not have high expectations. Yeah, I don't see the Fortune Teller episode being that vital to the storyline of Avatar. It's a nice filler episode. It's a nice build-up of the show, like a build-up of the characters, their relationships, the dynamics, which is the point of a filler episode. But I don't think it's vital to the core plot of Avatar. I think I accidentally hit someone when I set my phone down on my leg. Sorry to whoever it was. Uh-oh. It looks like you just deleted someone's message. You didn't hide anybody. You just hid their message. Oh, there's no way to unhide it, too. What about the cave episode where Aang and Katara kiss? That's not until book 2. This is only book 1 that we're talking about right now. Not book 2. So obviously, episode 7, the North, is going to be when they first get to the Northern Water Tribe, and I think Legends is going to be the Siege of the North and a lot of Aang going through the Spirit Realm. By the way, I believe that the 3 times we're going to see the 3 past lives, and that's including Avatar Roku, Avatar Kyoshi, and Avatar Karuk, is going to be episode 2. I think is where we're going to see Avatar Kyoshi. Episode 5 is when we're going to see Avatar Roku. And then episode 8 is we're going to get the expanded view of Ko, the Face Stealer, and Avatar Karuk. I think that's how we're going to see the past lives, which have all been confirmed to be in book 1. Yeah, the Fortune Teller is a very good Sokka episode. So is Basso of the Water Tribe, which also seems like it's going to get the cut. So it seems like a lot of Sokka's episodes are going to get the cut, unfortunately. Which I'm sure they're going to, fit in some other points for him. By the way, guys, this was confirmed. Simu Liu is not going to play Liu Tin. So that was a story that came out last week, that Simu Liu was teasing that he might be playing Iroh's son in the live action adaptation, which would make sense because Paul Lee, who is the guy who's playing Iroh, was actually his father in Kim's Convenience, which is another show that is on Netflix that you can watch right now, which Still could be possible because, again, we wouldn't necessarily even see Liu Tin until the second season. So they totally could cast Simu Liu. And if they do that, they should give him a proper cameo. They should give him a full scene when we see the flashback to Liu Tin. Maybe we should see him actually like dying on the battlefield, or at least having some sort of conversation with his father. Or maybe like the spirit of Liu Tin shows up at the gravesite and like puts a hand on his father's shoulder. It can work. Let's manifest this, guys. Let's put this out in the ether and manifest Simu Liu actually play Liu Tin in the second book. I think that would be awesome. That would be really cool. Yeah, Simu Liu likes to do that a lot. I think he actually got himself the role of Shang-Chi by putting it out there on Twitter, like, "Hey, Marvel, you should totally cast me in like, you know, in the next like, you know, Marvel movie." And then like that actually got him an audition, and then he actually got the role. He's doing the same thing here. He's like, and then the Fire Nation attacked. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, I could be in that show as well." Which possible? They actually have it here. Yeah. So Simu Liu was actually the son in Kim's Convenience. And look at that. That looks perfect. Look how perfect that is, dude. They should totally do that. They should totally make that happen. Totally make that happen. That would be so awesome. Other than emphasizing Aang and having to defeat the Fire Lord, I think he wanted a vision of love, but got something else. Oh, I'm not sure what you're referring to, Comic Court. Unpopular opinion, says you know love, but I want Bato to be included, just not the entire episode. Yeah, I think Bato can be included. Yeah, I just agree, just not the entire episode. But it has been confirmed that Sokka's mom and Sokka's father are in the show, so we might be seeing some sort of flashback with them as well. Seeing Aang on Roku's Dragon in live action, that could be pretty interesting. Again, I'm not having high expectations for the visual effects for the creatures. I think the creature stuff might not look very great. And that's just me judging based off of The Witcher, which has one of the bigger budgets on Netflix. And some of their creature work on that show is not the best. So I'm definitely lowering my expectations for the creature CGI in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think everything about Jet is important thematically, but plot-wise, I don't think it's as important. It just does a really good job of building up the world, all the Jet stuff, and seeing how far gone a rebel force can go to fight, to the point where they're like, you know, jumping old men from the Fire Nation, you know. So thematically is great, but I think plot-wise, it's not necessarily like super important. Flashberry says, do we know if Yue was a waterbender? Because if she was, they could expand on her character and show her waterbending in Siege of the North. No, she was not a waterbender. Yue is not a waterbender. She does have a lot of, you know, innate spiritual power in her. She has like the moon spirit inside of her. But she is not a waterbender, which is kind of weird. I mean, but you could kind of say she is the waterbender because she is the moon, and she is like possibly the best waterbender of all time because she is the moon. But yeah, Yue as a character, as a base character, as a non-spiritual version of herself, a non-moon spirit version of Yue, is not a waterbender. Hey, welcome back, Mid. By the way, how are you guys today? Remember to keep hydrated. Oh, Scoony, thank you so much. By the way, everybody, he's right. Everybody, drink your water. Matter of fact, let me put some water in the chat if we do have a water emoji. Everybody, stay hydrated. I'm going to put some waves in the chat right there. I'm going to catch up to the chat here, too. Cobra Kai proves that Netflix can have good hand-to-hand fight scenes. Oh, that's true. That's actually very, very true. But the thing is that I hope that they don't make the live-action adaptation just hand-to-hand. There should be some distance to the bending, especially with water bending in particular. It shouldn't all just be hand-to-hand, and then you put, like, just put a fire fist over it, and it's going to look good. Like, I mean, there should be that, of course. Like, there is actual hand-to-hand martial arts in Avatar, but there also should be the magic of bending as well. I'm geeked on the new adult gang movies as well as the new Avatar Cyberpunk series and all the other content. Yeah, me too. That's actually what I'm more anticipating is the new animated stuff that we're getting in the future, not just the live action stuff. Oh my God! Who said that? Who in the chat said that? Someone mentioned The Rock playing the boulder in season 2. That has to happen. Hopefully he's not too expensive. Hopefully he does it for like not a lot of money for just to be on screen for a little bit. But that would be so awesome if The Rock played the boulder. That would be so cool. I would love that so much. Oh my God, that would be so cool. Can we make that happen, please? The way the One Piece creature looks like on the trailer I don't know. My hopes are super high for the way the creatures might look, honestly. Oh, Kenneth, I don't agree. I thought a lot of One Piece looked very low budget to me. It looked pretty low budget to me, including the creature work. The Rock always destroys immersion for me. Oh, but one person's like, nah. Hey, Ninja Meg, what's up? Welcome. Yes, please drink water. Almost passed out the other day because I forgot. Oh my God, Ken, don't do that. Please drink water. Please drink water. Yeah, I know, Javier, it's kind of weird. How can she be the moon spirit? How can Yue be the moon spirit, but then not have water bending? Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's very strange. It's kind of like Jinora, except Jinora knew how to airbend, though. I'm trying to think of somebody who's like very spirit-based. Oh, like Guru. It's like Guru Patik. He's not an earthbender, but... Or is he an earthbender? We actually don't know. I think he's not. I think he's a non-bending monk. But Guru Patik is not a earthbender, and yet he, you know, has that earthbending ability to like extend his life and stuff like that. Yeah, we're talking about Netflix right now, guys. We're talking about the Netflix live action show. Oh, Philip. Honestly, I bet The Rock would do it, says Philip. Or no, not Philip. Pilpito? P-Leapto? I was crying when I saw the One Piece trailer because they used more money for One Piece than Avatar. I don't know, man. The One Piece did not look very high budget to me at all. It looked a little low budget to me. Yeah, I don't know what the origins of Guru Patik is. He's very unusual. He's a very unusual character. David Bautista over Rock for Sparky Boom Man. Oh my God, Dave Bautista as the Sparky Boom Man would be awesome. Yo, I am here for it. Oh my God, I would love it but he's also really expensive too. I feel like he's very expensive these days, and I don't know if anybody would really do that. Or I don't know if Netflix would shell out the money for that. But they have worked with him in the past. Like, he has done a lot of Netflix stuff. Yeah, but would Bautista actually want to do it because the role is small? Well, I think he might be okay. I think he's the type of actor who will be okay with doing like a little walk-on role. The issue is that how much is he going to ask to do that walk-on role? One Piece looks fun, though. I do agree. I think One Piece looks like a lot of fun. I just don't think that... And I think One Piece actually helped me lower my expectations for Avatar: The Last Airbender, because the fact that it looked low budget didn't actually bother me, the One Piece trailer. Like, even though it was low budget, I didn't go, I'm not going to watch this. It just made me go, I just have to accept that this is just the best they can do for like a live action adaptation of this property. And I think I'm going to have to think the same way for Avatar as well. Like, okay, it's not going to look like... It's not going to have the biggest budget, but, you know, as long, like I said before, as long as the performances are good, we're okay. Now, something that I won't give credit for in terms of how low budget it looks is this goddamn video game that we're getting, guys. Oh my God, I'm actually making a video about it. Like right after I get done with the stream, I'm actually going to make a full video about this video game that we're going to get. And I am not happy about it. I am not happy about this god dang video game we're getting. Like it is about time that we actually get a properly good Avatar game. I would love it if it'd be AAA. It doesn't have to be AAA, but we need something better for Avatar. We have these simple little puzzles in this game. We don't even see any combat in the game. It looks like a mobile game, honestly. It looks like it's a game from the PlayStation 2 time period, not a game that's on PS5. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, you know what also this reminds me of? This reminds me of another game, the Nick All-Star Brawl, which also was very low budget and not very clean. Guys, this video game was not it. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Actually, I haven't really talked to that many people like in the fandom about the game and what your thoughts are. But goddamn, I'm so disappointed in this game. Like, our first proper like full Avatar game since even before Legend of Korra, because Legend of Korra was even like a small game. Oh my God, if they try to charge us $60 or $70 for this game, bruh, I'm gonna ask for a review copy If they make me pay full price for this, I'm gonna be so mad. This better be $40 max. $40 max. All right, let me read the chat. I really just want a high budget Avatar game. Me too, man. The guys who made Sucker Punch, who made Ghost of Tsushima, they need to be doing Avatar. Or maybe even Slow Punch, who made the Sifu game. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Sifu game, but it was a AA game. It wasn't even a AAA game. Man, that game was so good. And that combat in that game was so clean. They need Slow Punch, the developers who did that game, to do Avatar, or they need Sucker Punch to do Avatar. Looks like it's going to have a coming soon for Nintendo Wii at the end. Yeah, for Nintendo. Yeah, this is like a Nintendo Wii game, like for real. Wait, that's a PS5 game? Yes, it is a PS5 game, guys. It is a PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Also coming out on Nintendo Switch, and that could be a big reason for why it's so low res. But my God, dude. Yeah, it looks like a web browser game or a mobile game. I totally agree. It does not look like a game that is going to get $70 out of my pocket. The only reason I would pay $70 is because I have an Avatar channel, obviously, and I have to cover it. But like me personally, if I did not run an Avatar channel, I would not be buying this game. Point blank, I would not be buying this game. Cyclo says, it looks like poo-poo garbage, not going to lie. Everything that isn't the environments looks so bad. Yeah, the only thing that is good, to be fair to it, the one thing I do think is good is the environments, like the background environments. I think that actually does look pretty good. But the character animations, the character quality, God damn, this is not great. Not great at all. I can imagine seeing it being a £3 game, to be honest. Yeah, I would say this is totally worth it. If this is a $10 game, I will buy it 3 times over. But the max point this game should be costing is $40. It should not be costing more than $40. Wait, it says it's on pre-order now. Let's see if there's a price for it. Oh, let's go to PlayStation Network. It says it's available for pre-order, so that means it should be showing up. All right, anybody want to guess? Anyone want to guess what the price of the game is going to be? In the chat right now. Everybody guess what the price is going to be. Because the price should be available if it's on pre-order. All right, it's called a Quest for Balance. Okay, so I don't see it on PlayStation Network yet. Even though it's supposed to be, they say it's on pre-order. Or maybe it's on Amazon. Yeah, let's do some guesses in the chat. How much do you think they're asking for? Quest for Balance. Yeah, honestly, Cyclo, I think 40 is pushing it too. I honestly think 40 is pushing it. Hello, if you're on pre-order, then how come your price is nowhere to be found? Okay, so it's not there. So where is it? Okay, Quest for Balance, Avatar. Let's do... How can I pre-order a game that doesn't even exist? Like, let's say I want... Okay, all right, I want to pre-order it. How do I pre-order it? And they don't even have an official website for this either, which is really weird. Hold on. Let me see. Where else can I look? Where else can I look? That might give me a price point. IGN doesn't usually show price points, right? Oh, GameStop. Let me look at GameStop. Available for pre-order my booty. Oh no! I saw the price for it. I thought this is the stock price for GameStop is $24. I was like, oh, $24? That's actually a pretty good price for the game. I would say that is worth it. But hold on, let's see. Quest for Balance. How are they gonna say they have a pre-order, but they don't have the pre-order up anywhere? That's a pretty bad business. Already a bad sign. It's also on Switch exclusively from the trailer. Ooh, it's $50. They're asking for $50 for this game. They are on one. In fact, I'm adding that to my script. They have the audacity to charge $50 for this game. Are you are on something. You are on. Y'all want $50. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this game does not look like it's worth $50. Straight up. This is not worth. No, I'm putting that in my script because, like I said, I'm gonna do my YouTube video about the video game like right now, like right after I'm done with this live stream. Bruh, they are on one. They are on one. Okay, I'm putting it in my script right now. So, and I just saw on GameStop that they are going to charge $50 US for the game. They need to get out of here with that mess. This is not a $50 game by any stretch of the imagination. $40 max, but and even that is pushing it. All right, I'm gonna add that into my script right now and I'll talk about that later. That is, these motherfuckers want $50 for a game that looks like it belongs on the PlayStation 2. They are tripping. They are mad tripping. That is insane, dude. That is insane. Oh, wait, somebody called it? Somebody called 50? Who called it? Who called it? Who called 50? I don't see you. I didn't see you call 50. Where's this 50 call? I don't see you calling no 50 in here. I cannot believe they charging $50 for this game. They are on one. Please give me some of what you smoking, please. Please give me what y'all smoking over there at Game Mill. Wow. Yeah, by the way, guys, I don't know yet. Obviously, I haven't played the game yet. Maybe when they come out with some new footage, it'll be better or something. But right now, this game is not worth $50. Like, wait until this goes on sale. And I bet you it's going to go on sale. Like, just like what happened with Nick All-Star Brawl, which I believe was free to play, wasn't it? No, I think it was like $30, I think. Or it might have been free. I think it was free like the week it came out or something like that. Just wait for that. Because what's going to happen, I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen. This game's going to come out. It's going to get poor reviews from IGN. It's going to get poor reviews from GameStop. GameStop. It's going to get poor reviews from the fan base. They're going to drop that price within the first 2 weeks, like half off or something like that. Then you can buy the game. Buy the game at that price. But my God, my goodness, I cannot believe they're charging $50 for this game. Oh, you said $49.99. Well, actually, you were right. I didn't even see you say 40. I didn't even see you say 49. I must have missed it in the chat. Oh, there you go. You said free, hopefully, but realistically, $49. No, yep. Oh, no, Ken, you totally called it. You called it. No, Antoine, don't give them the benefit of a doubt for this. That is insane. I can't believe they have the audacity to charge $50 for this game. Are you insane? Bro, watch, they're gonna be like, all right, don't sponsor this channel. We were gonna give him a free copy of the game, but he's already trashing it, so don't give him a sponsorship. Wow. Well, that's gonna wrap up the end of our video, or we're gonna get to the end of our video now. But I cannot believe those mofos. I cannot believe they want $49 for that. That blows my mind. Utterly blows my mind. The game is a dumpster fire. Like, it doesn't even have to be a dumpster fire, because like there still could be value to a game like that if it's priced correctly and if it's marketed correctly. Like, don't market this as being like its own standalone game, you know, or whatever. Like, market it as like a mobile game. Like, if this came out on like if this came out on the phone, like, oh, it's gonna be an iPhone game, it's gonna be $10. I'm like, this looks actually pretty good. Like, oh my God. That's the thing about marketing, right? Expectations. If they have marketed this as a mobile game that you can play on your iPad, you can play on your iPhone for $10, I'd be like, guys, this totally looks worth it. Look at all the things we're going to be getting for $10 on the mobile, on iOS or whatever. Even like $20 mobile. But the fact that they are putting this out on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and they're charging $50, bruh. Wow. Oh no, Vinny, you came in just as we're leaving it. I mean, you can watch back, you can play back the video. But yes, we try to do this every the last Friday of every month. I always try to do a live stream around 3:30 p.m. PST. And we've been doing it pretty consistently. I might even do another play, because it's been like a year since I played the Legend of Korra game, so I might do another playthrough of the Legend of Korra game on hardest difficulty. How do you feel about the role of Kyoshi will play to Aang in this series as a place of tough love? Do you agree with that? Oh, I totally agree with that, Flashberry. I think that's totally what she needs to be in the live-action series, for sure. Keep in mind, Destiny 2 was $60 on launch, but became free within a few months. Yeah, exactly. I think I totally call that this game will be either free or highly reduced, like $10 reduced within like the first month of the game coming out. That is my guess. Yeah, they are exploiting the hell out of fan loyalty, and I hate that about it. I love you, man. Some of you might be familiar with the other, like the biggest Avatar YouTuber right now. His name is the Avatarist. Love you, man, but you know you're capping over there. You know you're cap with that video you made about being excited for Quest for Balance. And I think we need to stop that as a fan base, because if we keep showing them that we're like, oh, we're okay with whatever crap you give us, we're okay, we're going to continue getting that crap. And this isn't it, guys. This game ain't it. And I'm going to be honest about it. I'm going to say it straight up. That ain't it. That is not it. They drank the whole cactus juice. Oh, Comic Core. I'm about to be saying that, bro. I'm about to be saying that. They had the whole cactus juice when they were like, how should we price this? $49 seems fair. What? Yeah, the core game's actually pretty good. Hey, oh, and you want to know how much that cost when it came out? It cost $14. And it was well worth that $14 when it first came out. Maybe $20 max. I can't, but I remember me personally paying $14 for it. It might have been when it was on sale or something like that. But it was $14. Yeah, the Legend of Korra video game was decent. It was decent enough. And again, expectations, right? They marketed it as a small game. And it's like maybe a 3-hour game, 3 to 4 hour game. It was low priced. They didn't say it was going to be this grand adventure or whatever, you know, like this big open world or whatever. Like they set the expectations correct on it. Yeah, they OD'd on cactus juice for real. Yeah, no, this ain't it. All right, guys. Well, I'll catch you guys on the next one. It was great seeing you guys here out on the stream. Great talking to you about the news that happened. It was a very busy month of news. Thank you so much for all the donations today, guys. Really, it does help. I'm literally going to call Spectrum right now to upgrade my internet, see if I can get the fast internet again, because I don't need the broken internet no more, because I'm slowly not being broke anymore. But, oh, man, I hate that client who screwed me over. My top 3 airbenders, Tenzin, Gyatso probably, and Aang. Definitely not Zahir. Zahir should not be in top 3 airbenders. Zahir is very overrated as an airbender. He is a specialist. He's a great specialist, but he is not a top tier airbender. All right, bye, Scoony Kaloony. Thank you for being out here. Thank you for coming out. Flashberry, thank you for coming out. See you later. Peace and much love to you. Ethan, Ninja Meg, Dacia, Amalthi, Handisi. See you later. Jay Bradley. I didn't even know you were here. Jay Bradley. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for coming out. Be water, my friends. Javier, Edward Vega. See you later. Bye-bye. Jenna Love, goodbye. Atomic Riptide, thank you for coming out and modding. Thank you so much. Comic Court, see you later. Oh no, Shaw, we're actually saying goodbye to everybody. We're actually ending the stream right now. But hello, but also goodbye. Cyclo, see you later, man. Thank you for coming out. See you guys later. As always, peace, love, and remember, be water, my friends.